What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Sunshine Way. I am your lovely host, Chiya. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should become a teacher. Like, why is this an important field and an important job? But we're also going to be talking about how you know if you're supposed to be a teacher. This is something that I haven't talked about on my channel before, because I wanted to bring it to you after, I got a couple of things in order and in line. But I really truly feel I am called to be a teacher. Like, that's what God wants me to be doing in life, and that's my calling and my purpose. It's not my only calling, my only purpose, but it's definitely one of my main ones and my big ones that God is like, yes, my daughter, yes, sis, you need to be doing this. So I'm going to go through a list, and it's going to be a mixture, like I said, of why you should become a teacher, or why is it important to be a teacher, or an educator. And I'm not putting quotes around educators, but educator is a more professional term, and it really is like a strong term. It has a lot of meaning behind it when you educate a child. So if there's something you would like to hear and something you're interested in, and I'm definitely going to be talking about why it's important to be dealing with youth and how that's going to affect our future. So please stay tuned. Parents can learn from this video. Other teachers can learn from these videos. Aspiring teachers, or people who trying to decide what they need to do or want to do with their life as far as their career path. And also just people in general can be blessed by this conversation and by this list. So if this is something you want to hear, stay tuned. Just a little disclaimer before I start. This is just 8 things on a list that I came up with. It's not everything that needs to be on this list, nor if anything that you're feeling or thinking is not on this list, it's like, no, don't become an educator, or like none of this is biased or anything like that. So just, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, or, take heed to this thing, and you might not have to take heed to other things. So that's my little disclaimer. First thing, you love interacting with youth. So when you're around kids, you feel kids, youth, young adults, anything, teenagers of sort, you feel like there's nothing better. You feel very happy. You feel very fortunate to be around them, and it really gives you positive energy and positive vibes. I feel there are some people who don't understand that, but that is very, very important, because if you don't like being around kids, but you go into a field of being around kids, then kids can feel that energy, you know what I mean? So just learning to love them no matter of what they do to you, say to you, or their behavior that day, or what they accomplish that day. Like, you just love that energy of being around young people. Number 2, helping youth academically and emotionally is a high need. So this is more on the side of why you should become an educator, and that's mainly because the youth today really is yearning for someone to show them and teach them certain things they need to know in life. A lot of them do not know how to deal with their emotions, or what they see on a day-to-day basis, or what's going on in our society. Another thing is, they're just like, they're human. Not they're just like humans, they are humans. They're human, so they deal with a lot. And I think sometimes we forget that, and we just try to shove academics down their throat, and we forget to nurture the part of their emotions and what they go through on a day-to-day basis. So teachers and educators, they're more than just someone who teaches someone academically. They teach students and youth how to deal with emotions or get through certain problems, and how to make stepping stones and progress and be successful. So that, to me, that is the reason why more people should want to become an educator, because that is a high needs. Academic and emotional, that compound together, that is a high need in this generation and in this time of today. Number 3, kids really are our future, and this kind of goes with number 2. When we get old, the kids that we're teaching and that we're raising, whether you're a parent or educator, like, they're going to be taking care of us. They're going to be making the decisions. They're going to decide how this world is, with the help of God, but decide how this world is molded. And so if you can have a hand in that, and you can give them wisdom on your experience and give them insight and give them the ability to touch things they never touched before, you should do that, because that's going to help mold the future and help them mold the future. Number 4, being an educator drives you and knocks on your passion. And to me, this is like honestly one of the number one things. When I think about the students that I have interacted with, and I think about interacting with them on a day-to-day basis, the next group of students I'm going to interact with, it brings me to tears. It brings me to tears because they need it and they yearn for it so bad, and it inspires me to inspire them. It drives me to drive them, and I become more determined. I just love the creativeness of youth and the creativeness that it pulls out of me, and it gets my investigative side going. I'm just like passionate about it. I'm hitting it, but and to see a smile on a child's face, or to see them accomplish something they never accomplished before, small or big, and you making that little, even if it's like this small difference in their life, like that drives me, that knocks on my passion, and I inspire to do more of that, and I inspire to be more around them. Number 5, you like having fun. So these youth, the youth of today, they do not need someone boring. They don't want to be around somebody who's knocking on chalk and screeching chalk on the chalkboard. And no, you have to, they're living in a complex world, in a world where there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of things they can get their hands on quick, and a lot of things that's trying to entertain them. So as an educator, you have to be willing to be fun. You have to be willing to expand the boundaries and go outside the box. And that's very something that you should think about when you think about becoming an educator, and also something you should think about of like what's going on around their surroundings, and that, so you have to be able to have fun and change it up a little bit. Change it up. Number 6, you like learning. Me personally, I feel that the more you like learning, the more that you are able to teach them how to learn. Because if you don't like learning, you don't like doing something, like how are you going to teach someone else to like doing it? I understand like math, me and math, we not the best of friends. But I love learning, and I don't mind pushing my mind and trying to remember how to do certain things, or learning new ways to do certain things, and reaching, expanding my mind, and expanding my vocabulary, expanding my knowledge. So because I love learning, and I know there's certain little things that gets me going, I can then reflect that on my students and give that to my students. So number 7, you don't mind working hard. People say it all the time that teachers are overworked and underpaid, or that they work themselves, very hard. And it's very true, because you have to be able to deal with multiple people at one time, or multiple youth, youth and students at multiple times. You have to be a businessman or a businesswoman. You have to be an organizer. You have to be an office worker, but you also have to be youth coordinator. Like, it's so many different roles you play as a teacher, and so many things that you have to do. And it's very important that you know how to, or let me not say know how to, because what I'm about to say is you need to know how to be organized. And that's something that you can learn. It's not something that you need to already have, because me, I have a lot of things that I juggle, and I was known for not being organized with them. I got them done, but not being organized. So learning how to be organized is something very, very important. And if you are already organized, it's a big plus. And lastly, this is my last thing. Number 8. You don't mind that your reward is not financial. Your reward is more in the success and the growth of youth, of students, of, those who you are educating. If you don't mind that, and you would rather be paid with that instead of paid financially, like, that's definitely something that lets you know that's your purpose, that's your drive, that lets you know that no matter the circumstances, this is what you want to see happen. You want to see change, you want to see growth, you want to see a child that didn't feel love but feels love, a child who struggled in the area, and you helped them overcome that, even if it was a little bit. They might not overcame the big picture or got the big picture, but they came over it a little bit. And that their life is forever changed and touched by one thing that you did, or one school year that you had with them. And that's amazing. Anyways, that is the end of my list. I really could write 3,000 more things on this list that I've learned so far, but that would be a really long video. So if you would like to see an addition to this video, please comment down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more educational and special education videos, because if you don't know, I am a special education teacher, but I am going to make videos about educating, being an educator, and being a special education teacher. I'm going to make videos about both. So if you would like to see either one, please comment down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos about what I'm doing over the summer to prepare for the next school year, make sure you give this a thumbs up and comment down below. And I hope you guys like this video. And make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl upload. And I'm running out of time, and the sunshine is winding down. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So I'll see you on the next one. Peace.